What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder, coming to you from the brand new. As you can see, the suite. I'm outside today, y'all. I told y'all I was going to be outside today. It's actually really supposed to be nice the rest of this week. It's a little chilly out this morning, but it's supposed to be pretty nice this afternoon. But got my walk in, got my good walk in, got me some vitamin D, so it's all good. Doing those things that we're supposed to be doing in order to be able to be a healthier, better you. So that's what we do. Welcome to the brand new suite, y'all. Y'all know what we've been doing. I'm not gonna be long today because I'm outside. Like I told you, it's chilly. So what we've been talking about all this week is unleashing. Say that with me. Unleashing and entrepreneurial excellence. 10 steps to create lasting value, or create value that lasts. I like that better. Create value that lasts. That's what we do as entrepreneurs. That's what we do as leaders. That's what we do here in the brand new suite. We want to make sure that we're creating a business, a brand, a business, and a you that creates value that lasts. We want the value that we're pouring in you to last. We want it to be not just now. We want it to be a part of who you are. I was listening to this morning. Morning, Miss Kimberly. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not Miss Kimberly. That's Dr. Kimberly Arrington, your heiress. Good morning, baby. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. But I just finished on my walk this morning, man. I was listening to Nicole Avant. And for those of you that aren't familiar with who her daddy is and who her mama is, her daddy is Clarence Avant, the Black Godfather. And she has a book out called Think You Be Happy. And I want everybody to go pick this book up. I think it's phenomenal. But I listened to the interviews that she's done in going around and doing the media circuit for her book, promoting her book and everything. But she did such a great interview, but she was talking about her father. And for those that haven't seen the documentary about her father, the Black Godfather, it's on Netflix. Check it out. It's a must see. Every entrepreneur must watch this documentary. But the documentary is phenomenal. But she has the book now that she's writing on her life, as and the experiences that she has with her father, her mother. I think she focuses more on her mother in the book than she does with because the documentary was more about her father. So. But one of the things in listening to her talk about her father, both in the documentary and as she was doing the interviews about her book, was the impact that her father had. I'm gonna get into my lesson today. I promise y'all real quick. The lessons that she learned from her father and the people that he impacted, his value that he created not only in himself was not only for him, but he created value in himself with the relationships that he built, but then also how he treated people. So as we talk about this create value that lasts, I want you to think about the value that you're creating in other people and for other people. Just think, if all of us thought in those terms, what value can I create in someone else? How much better this world would be. And this world is truly better because of Clarence Avant and how giving he was. And that was one of the things that she said about her father. He understood his assignment. And the things that he was doing, and he was purposeful about doing those things. So in this week in unleashing your entrepreneurial excellence and creating value that lasts, think about that. I want you to think about that today, and I got other homework for you. Create value that lasts. Think about how you can create value in someone today that will not only benefit them, but will also create that long lasting value in you. Why? Because you poured into other people. Okay, I had to say that really quickly, and I'm gonna see how I don't know how I'm gonna tie it in, but y'all know what we've been talking about this week, the 10 steps to create value that last. Today, Monday, we talked about defining your purpose. Yesterday, we talked about know your market, know your audience. Today, it's about embracing innovation. How are you embracing innovation? How are you embracing how the world is changing? I got 3 things for you, and I'm done. I promise you, I'm not preaching. I got 3 things and I'm done. I'm not a preacher. I got 3 things I'm gonna give y'all and I'm done. But today, embracing innovation is about 3 things, y'all. It's about 3 things. I got 3 fingers up if y'all can't. Let me hold it back. 3 things, y'all. Three things. 3 things. It's about learning it. It's about using it. And here's the last one. It's about learning it, using it, and then teaching it. I'm going to say those again for you so you can write them down. How do you embrace innovation? You got to learn it, you got to use it, and then you got to teach it. Here's what I mean. What do I mean by learning it? What are you learning about innovation, technology, and being able to understand where your particular industry is and where it's going in this 21st century? I call it the 21st century mindset. And I got the rest of this week, I'm going to be talking about the 21st century mindset. The 21st century mindset is about embracing innovation. It's about creating a strong brand, and those things that I'm going to be talking about this week. But today, Work for It Wednesday. That's what we got to work for. How do you work for it Wednesday? You got to learn innovation, you got to use innovation, and then you got to teach innovation. Learning where your industry is. One of the things that I did with the book that I wrote, the book that I wrote on Generation Next, and I wrote about the entrepreneurs that were under 40. One of the things that we talked about was where their industry was when they started. These entrepreneurs, it was 21 entrepreneurs under the age of 40 who were not in music, sports, or entertainment. And I had them talk about where their industry was when they started, where it is, at where it was at that time, and then where it's going to in the future. Because we're in an ever-evolving, ever-moving society. This world does not stop. It's constantly moving. So we've got to have the ability to be able to learn what's next. It's not about learning what's now, because if you're just learning what's now, you're going to be left behind. But you've got to learn what's next. And I learned this in college. Our dean of the hotel restaurant management department, that was his theme to us as students. All understanding what he called the bell curve. And he said, you have the bell curve. He said, you have some people that are in front of the bell curve, on top of the bell curve, and behind the bell curve. Those who learn innovation are those that are in front of the bell curve. As I was saying to a business associate of mine yesterday, or last night, on a call that I was on, you got some people that are already they're in 2030. They're in 2030 when it comes to innovation, when it comes to their business, when it comes to their industry, when it comes to their brand. They're already in 2030. Y'all know I'm a part of the Christian business owners group. And we came back from the CBO Kenya. We did that. The end of September and the first of October. But one of the things that Bernice Lowen has done, who's created it, is she's already mapped out where the CBO is going to be for the next 7 years, going into all the way up to 2030. It's going to be in London next year. Then it's going to be in another country after that, all the way up to 2030. That's how we have to be with innovation. Are you thinking 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years ahead? I went in our conversation last night in the meeting. We were talking about legacy building. One of the things that we are missing as a community is we don't think long term. We're too busy thinking about getting to tomorrow. And one of the head of the meeting last night, he said this. He said, poor people or poor minds think day to day. He said, average people think week to week or month to month. He said, wealthy people, rich people think year to year. And get this, Kimberly, get this what he said, and it hit me right between the eyes, and I was like, wow. He said, wealthy people think in decades. What are you thinking about when it comes to your innovation, when it comes to your business, when it comes to your brand? Are you thinking day to day? Are you thinking month to month? Are you thinking year to year? Or are you thinking decade to decade? That's where we've got to be in our personal lives and in our business lives as entrepreneurs, as leaders. I don't want you thinking day to day. I don't want you even thinking month to month. I don't want you thinking year to year. I want you thinking decade to decade. This is one of the things that my mentor, Dr. Will, talks about all the time. He thinks in decades. And that's where we've got to be with our innovation. That's how you learn. That's what learning it means. Using it, that's how you use innovation. You use innovation to move from decade to decade. Where was the innovation that we have today is not the innovation that we had 10 years ago. And y'all know I talk about Steve Jobs all the time. One of the greatest minds of the 20th and 21st century. And I say that because of his embracing of innovation. He not only learned it, but he used it. He used it to do and to create one of the most advanced technology companies in the world, if not the best, Apple. Yeah, he did that. And it wasn't because he was thinking day to day. It wasn't because he was thinking month to month. It wasn't because he was thinking year to year. It's because Steve Jobs was thinking decades. He was thinking 10 years. He was thinking when he started Apple Macintosh, he wasn't thinking about the 5 years. He was thinking 10 years ahead and where innovation was going to be in 10 years. And what he did was he made sure that what he was working towards, what he had learned, and what he could use in order to be able to get him to where he wanted his company to be in 10 years. And then the next 10 years. And the next 10 years. And you see where Apple is this day. Even with him being gone, I can't remember when he passed away, how long it's been. But even though he's gone, his innovation is still moving, still growing. Why? Because he learned it. Oh, y'all gonna get this today, boy. He learned it. He used it. And you know why Apple is still around today? Because he taught it. He taught it to those who carry on his legacy because of it. Same thing with the Rockefellers. Great great granddad Rockefeller said, "Hey, I have this idea, innovative, thinking outside the box. I know tomorrow's Think Different Thursday, and we'll talk about that. But today, we're going to think a little different today as well. But Mr. great granddad Rockefeller said, "Hey, I'm not only going to take an insurance policy out on my children, I'm going to take it out on my children's children. And then here's the kicker. I'm going to teach every generation after this to do the very same thing." And as a result of that, learning, using, and teaching, the Rockefeller name, the Rockefeller empire, the Rockefeller family is still one of the richest families in the world. That's innovation, y'all. That's where innovation will get you as an entrepreneur. That's where innovation will get you as a leader. You got to learn it, you got to use it, and then you got to teach it. That's how you create value. That's how you create value that lasts. Or that's how you create lasting value. However you want to put that. That's unleashing entrepreneur excellence. I know I'm excited today. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting excited today. I'm pumped today because I love this. And I was thinking about this as I was doing my walk. I was thinking about this yesterday and how I was going to be able to bring this to the live today. And hopefully y'all are getting what I'm saying. Hopefully y'all, as The Rock said, the wrestler Rock when he was in the WWE or whichever one he was in, I hope you're smelling what The Rock is cooking. So today I hope you're smelling, I hope you're grabbing what it is that I'm saying to you, what I'm cooking, because I'm cooking today, y'all. I know I ain't in the kitchen. I'm in the brand new lab cooking today. You gotta innovation, y'all. Embrace it. AI, embrace it. It is a tool. It is shifting and shaping how we are getting to where we are 10 years from now. Whoever it was that it was thinking about AI and what it could do, I don't know who came up with the whole concept and how it was able to come about, but that's innovation and embracing it, and that's creating lasting value because it's not going anywhere. It's going to be here, and the truth be told, it's only going to get greater. So you've got to embrace it and use it. How do you got to learn it? I'm going to keep saying, you got to learn it, you got to use it, and then you got to teach it. You have a responsibility as an entrepreneur. It's your responsibility to learn it, to use it, and to teach it. And what I mean by that is you take the time to learn your business. How does innovation impact and move your business forward, move your brand forward? Every successful brand, every successful business has had to embrace innovation in some kind of way. If they're around, I promise you, take a look at any business that you deem to be successful. Y'all know the ones that I always talk about. I talk about Marriott. I talk about Chick-fil-A. They are still around because of their ability to embrace innovation, to utilize innovation in such a way that it allows them to think in decades, not in days. And that's the other part of your homework today. How are you going to embrace innovation today? What innovation are you using in your business, in your brand, in order to be able to move it ahead for the next 10 years? Told you, we're not thinking days, y'all. We're thinking decades. We're going from days to decades. That's how you create lasting value for you, your business, and your brand. And that goes for your personal life too. It's not just thinking day to day. It's thinking decade to decade. What are you learning? How are you using it? And then who are you teaching it to? That's what leaders do. Leaders teach. Entrepreneurs teach. That's how we get to the next decade. That's how we go from creating a Macintosh or Apple company to getting fired from that very company that you created. And I still don't get that. And then them coming back to you and you making the company even better than what it was. And embrace innovation, y'all. It's the only way that you will be able to be a lasting company, a lasting business, a lasting brand. Nike. If y'all haven't seen the movie Air, watch it. Nike became Nike because of embracing innovation. Their innovation was believing in a young kid coming out of college named Michael Jordan and believing that he was going to be something great. And that one yes that they got, because Nike was only known for being a running shoe at that time. They had no basketball in endorsements. They had no basketball players that they had said. Michael Jordan was the first one. And they hit a home run with it. Nike is who it is today because of that one decision, because of that embracing of innovation, thinking different. The owner of Nike saying, you know what, I'm going to think different. I'm not just thinking about today, I'm thinking about decades. So, that's my message for today. We're thinking decades. I want you to go from thinking day to day to thinking decade to decade. That's what I got for y'all. I told you, embrace technology, learn it, use it, teach it. That's what we're doing on this Work For It Wednesday. Let's go do the work. Let's go have a great day. Get out, get some sunshine, get that vitamin D in. Eat healthy. All right, I'll see y'all tomorrow as we talk even more about unleashing your entrepreneurial excellence. 10 steps to create lasting value, or to create value that lasts. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great, great day. Thanks, Kimberly. Dr. Kimberly. I'm sorry. Dr. Kimberly. We got to talk to you, lady. All right, I'll see y'all. Have a great day.